This place stinks. But some of these barrels look interesting.
Which barrels? Ah, the locked ones. Damn it. A lot of oranges. Am I missing anything?
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Alright, let's just...
Careful now. That's a trap.
Well...
The dwarf reaches into a barrel and pulls out a fish. His knife glides through the scales, crimson guts spilling out in its wake. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but these reek.
No one's gonna buy that fish.
Well, good thing you don't have my job, because then you'd be wrong, and you'd be poor. Boss has a buyer for nearly all our stock. A top price, too.
Pat him on the back and say how lucky you are to have such a talented boss.
Your clap on the back knocks his knife askew, cutting a jagged line through the best of the flesh. He looks at you with disgust as he tosses the fish aside.
Lucky ain't the word I'd use, nor's patient. So go and loom somewhere else.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish after fish, as the blood and black bile mix and swirl around his boots.
As you turn away, some markings on a nearby barrel catch your eye. Walk over to investigate.
Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in paint. You cast your eyes around to see that every barrel headed to Arx has the same inscription.
Here, leave them barrels alone. I told you to take a hike, so scram.
Well then. Alright, so we got the Voidwoken Fish Exchange. I didn't know there was 2 ways to get that. Legendary boots. Oh, I love Lucky Charm. Let's go talk to this asshole up here. Hey, asshole.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist.
You have a bunch of money I could steal.
He tries to ignore your presence, fails. He sighs.
See here, I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with magisters, and our shipments to Arx are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want?
I want to know about the weapons in the basement.
He looks surprised. Might be faking it, might not.
What weapons? What basement?
The source weapons?
He tries to look shocked, fails, knows it, knows you know it too.
Lohar. Lohar's smuggling weapons to Arx. He hides them in the basement, and I make sure they reach the destination. What they're used for and who uses them isn't my business. And it's not yours either.
Wonder what the Magisters would make of the situation.
He swallows, like he has a lump in his throat.
You look like the kind of person who's very forgetful, with the right motivation. I have a sum of money in my pocket. It adds up to a very good time in the tavern.
I'd rather have the contents of your safe.
God's fine. Take it and go. And if you say a word to Julian or anyone else, expect trouble.
Fair enough.
He turns back to his work. You turn towards the safe.
Let's get out of here, where he realizes he's been robbed. Unless that nope, okay, he did notice. We'll go back for the safe here in a second. We need more lockpicks. Give up, douchebag. That is the safe, right?
Crates, barrels, piles.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
I don't know if that was considered the safe or not.
Back, sorcerer, back!
What's this?
Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
I can offer to help you look.
She looks up at you in surprise. Her great greenish gold eyes sparkle, and she rubs a palm over her smooth head, seemingly confused.
You'd help me?
Where should we start looking?
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just, you're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it.
Who do you serve?
Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
Yeah, that dude's a dick.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
Here, you can have 250.
Gods, you're so terribly kind. But I couldn't accept such lavish charity. It's so unbecoming.
This is like a Robin Hood moment.
I don't know what to say. Your kindness is overwhelming.
She accepts the coins, letting her hand linger over yours for the briefest of moments.
You don't know what this means to me. I'll send word to Magister Raymond right away. He should send for me soon enough. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. We're definitely not helping Magisters here.
Here, is it stick?
Let's go see the Meister. Oops. Stop running, you little bitch.
You can't go in there, mister. The Meister isn't home and the Magisters locked her house up for her. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one.
Where might she be? Ask her if she knows the Meister person.
She's my friend. She was one of the Magisters once. She was very high up. She used to look for god people and help them. But then she stopped that and just stayed in the house all the time. She used to play with me, but then the Magisters took her away, they did. They took her outside the village. I'm not allowed outside the village.
Where do you think they took her?
She looks around theatrically to see if there's anyone listening.
When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
That stream?
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns, and skips away.
I see. Meister Siva.
Do you even know what they've done to you?
A Magister guard approaches. Behind her, on the gallows, 2 lizards. One in a Magister uniform hangs dead from her neck. The other hangs from her hands, still alive.
Step away from the prisoner!
Tell her you're going to set the prisoner free, and she'd be wise to look the other way.
You're going to... what, now?
Offer the opportunity to set the prisoner free herself.
She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her.
Ask her if she knows who killed Alexander, and point at yourself. Oh shit.
I'll regret this, I know I will. Alright, I'll stand aside.
Wow! Well, no, we're gonna kill you.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, God-woken.
See, everyone's just kind of hanging around.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there gawping as if you were a cow ordered to dance a reel. It is a masterful performance. I would applaud it, but well. Be quick about it. Who knows when that Magister might return? God's teeth, it feels good to move again. Now, best scurry off before that Magister wanders back. Meet me at my home in Driftwood, and we can see what you're made of.
Okay. We need to hunt down those bastards. I'm not missing out on that much experience. And I know she's got a really good weapon. Come on. Are they not here? Fuck. Ugh. That is so disappointing. She calls for reinforcements. Alright. Shit. She's got a really nice two-hander. Alright, I need to go run somewhere. So, let's get back to the square, sell some stuff.
Buying or selling?
Arthur's Necromancer, okay. Fuck, that is finesse. And we need... Ooh, Blitz Attack could work. And... Phoenix Dive.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Let's see here. Doesn't need Aerothurge. She doesn't have Necromancer, does she? No.
Keeping it together, really. I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
I need to keep high level 1 Petrosopist? Yeah. That's fine.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Then don't come over. Not like
Nothing
you're
good.
buying
The
anything.
void woken are everywhere.
If I don't come visit your ton,
Thank the
will.
divine you're here to protect us.
Okay, sweet.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
What is it that I need?
In your case, more than I suspect, man, God or even reptile can provide. However, we must soldier on. It is not enough to be God-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meister uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but instead of infusing with her body, they quickly evaporate on her scales. She stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to you, continuing as if nothing had happened.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul.
Let's get started.
Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, God-woken. It is time to see just how awake you are.
Fortunately, the Magister's paid much